Hi, it is Mrs. Garrett, and I am going to show you how to make a Google site. So go over here to the waffle and click, and you have to find sites. If you can't find Google Sites, you can always come up here and type in Google Sites and go in through that way. But I found sites right here. Now you're going to want to create a new one. And so you can pick one that's kind of got a base for you. That's fine, or you can have a blank one. Let's click the blank one here. So this is where you're going to be constructing your page. And over here are the things you can add to it. So first you need a title for your page. All right, and so this is going to be the legislative branch. All right, and then you can even have a site name up here, and the site name is U.S. Government. I am typing one-handed because I'm holding a little baby, so if you're wondering why I'm typing so slow, it's because Alice is with me. The U.S. Government. All right, you can add a logo as well. That's up to you. So you can go and find a logo. You can pick whatever you want for this. You can upload it, you can like select a logo. And again, you can pick what you want. You can search by Google Image or on your Drive. So since this is about government, I might just put a US flag. You can put something else. Make sure all your pictures are related to government somehow. Oh, I kind of like this one. Okay, I'm going to select that one and push insert. Okay, and I think that's went through now. There it goes. You can change your color for your theme here too. So if you don't like the blue and yellow, you can click and change the color to whatever else you want. So you get to pick that. And you can see there's colors over here to use. So you can click and change. You can click and change the style. So like if you prefer to have like the diplomat or like the level, you can choose that. You can make the design how you'd like to make the design. Okay. And there's a lot of things on here that I'm not going to show you to do that you can do. All right. So like right now I have simple selected, but maybe I like the impression. But you might prefer like the vision. If that's the case, choose it. I already kind of like the background here, but you can choose your image. Yes, Alice has got some theories about this, I guess. And you can look for by URL if you have like a certain link you like, or you can search. So this is a legislative branch. Maybe I might just type in Congress and see what pops up. Here's the Capitol building. I like that. Again, just make sure the pictures go along with it. Like don't put pictures of unicorns on here. All right, I think that looks pretty good. And then I want to insert some things. The first thing I want to insert are my flashcards over my legislative branch terms. So I'm going to click on text box. And these are going to be legislative branch terms. Maybe I want to make that bigger. If that's the case, I click here, and maybe I want that to be like a heading. If you don't like it that size, you can pick a different size. If you like that more to be like a subheading, pick subheading. You can pick how you want that to look. Actually, that looks pretty nice. I like that subheading. Over here, you can give it like different colors for the background. So like if I want it to be like red, I click here. If I want it to be like a grayish color, and I like that, I could do that. There's the red. Ooh, that looks good. You can pick what you want. Just make sure that you can read it. Don't pick something where you can't read it. Be careful if you put pictures behind it, because sometimes you can't read it if there's pictures behind it. Okay. Now I want to insert my terms next. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to have those on my drive. So I'm going to be putting those in there. So I believe I just click drive. And I can search my drive by clicking the little search button. And so legislative branch terms, enter. And see, and I need to find what the terms that I want. I may also put them on flashcards. Let me see. Hope if I spell it right. Nothing like typing with one hand. Make sure you choose the correct ones. Click insert. And give it just a moment and it will pop up. Do make sure that you have this shareable, otherwise when people click on them, it'll say that they have to ask permission. So do make sure that people can actually like view these. To do that, you would need to be on your Google Drive. Click the waffle, go to your drive. And you had to locate your flashcards. Here's my flashcards. If you can't find them, you can always search right here for flashcards or whatever you have it saved under. Or maybe you have them in your social studies folder, which is really handy. Okay, so we can open up those flashcards. And again, I'm showing you how to make sure that people can see them, not just you. Wait for it to boot up. And you can do this after you've already put this on your website. You click share. And then you are going to come down here and you're going to click change. And then right here, you want this to be anyone with a link, or if you just want to keep it within Macon R1, then click here where it says Macon County R1. I'm going to click anyone with a link because I don't care who sees it. And then right here where it says viewer, I would click viewer. I wouldn't click editor or people can change your document. I would click viewer. And then make sure you click done or it doesn't work. Okay, so even though that's already on there, now my information has been updated on my drive, so now people can definitely see these flashcards. Okay. I usually like to have a little divider, but you don't have to have a divider. But the dividers are here. I like this because it allows me to like separate things so it's easier to see. And again, you can move those dividers too. So to move it, you just have to make sure you have it where you have all four like arrows, and then you just click and drag. And you put that divider anywhere you want. If you hate it, there's the little trash can. If you delete something you don't want to delete, there is an undo button and a redo button. So the first thing we have to do, of course, is like I said, put these terms on. And we'll be adding other things to our video or onto our website as well. And again, if you want to add another text box like we did here, just make sure that you've clicked insert and then you click text box. And see, I don't want it there. I'm going to want it below eventually. And just click and drag, and there it is. But I'm actually not ready for that right now, so I'm going to delete it by pushing the trash can. Again, if I messed up and I want that back, there's an undo button. Okay. I will show you how to put a YouTube video in. If you want a YouTube video in, you go and you click on YouTube. If you already have a URL, you can just paste it into here, and then it will find it. Or you can just search. So maybe I want, I'm just a Bill, which I might find. They like to take that off of YouTube. Alice is getting tired, so there it is. And then I click the video, and I'm going to click select, and it's going to put it in here. Now, if I want to move it up here, I can by clicking and dragging it up, or I can move it back down here wherever I want to put it. And of course, if I want to delete it, sorry, if I want to delete it, then I am just going to click, and I can just push delete, or I can push the trash can. Now, you cannot open this and you cannot play this if you're on this editing page. To do that, you have to come over here and push preview, which is right here, and it will show you what it will look like for your class. This is where you can actually click. You can see if your thing's open. Now, people would actually have to make a copy of this to probably enjoy it. They'd have to make a copy. You can click here and make sure your video works.
As your body grows bigger, your mind must
To get out of the preview, you push the X down here. Now, there are a ton of other things that you can do. You don't have to do these things. This is if you're really into it and you want to add things. And there's things on here I've not even played with. Like I haven't played with the placeholder. That probably is pretty handy. I just haven't had time to play with it. The image carousel sounds really cool. I just haven't had time to like play with that. Themes, I've played with that. That's how you get the different looks. And again, you can pick whatever theme you like. Eventually, we will be adding other pages because there are 3 branches of government. So we'll have the executive branch and the judicial branch to make pages for in the future. But this is where you would make a new page. And you would do that by clicking, of course, page, and then the plus sign. And this would allow you to put in your next page. So our next one is going to be the executive branch. I'm just curious if this will tell me if I spelled words wrong. Yes, it will. So if you get anything with a red squiggly line, please make sure that you go back and double check that it's spelled correctly so you don't have a bunch of misspelled words on this, because it is a nice website that you're trying to make. And you click done, and then you'll be able to do your executive branch. And I probably want to change the image because this is the Capitol building. That's not part of the executive branch. So I'm going to click change image. Select image. I don't think I want anything from the gallery. I think I'm going to search. If I had the URL for a picture I loved, I could click it there. If I had something in my drive, I could click it here. But I'm going to search it, and I'm going to look for probably the White House. Okay, and then you find a picture that you like. And then you click on the picture, and then you click select. Oh, that picture didn't look as nice as I wanted it to because it's too like close. I don't think there's a way to like fix that, so you're just gonna have to change your image. Okay, search. I'm gonna go for the White House again. All right, so something further back maybe, or something that's really zoomed in that's just like one specific part of the White House that I was interested in. Anyway, you can find the picture that you want. I would not spend like an hour looking for your image unless you already had everything else done the way, like all the important stuff on. Because in the end, the content is more important than this picture of the White House. Like the terms would be more important than the White House picture. And you wouldn't have to put the White House. You could put something else. Select. Okay, that looks a lot better. Again, you get to pick your own pictures. And then, of course, you'd have executive branch stuff on here one of these days. But we will focus on the legislative branch first. When we do the judicial branch here in the future, again, you have to make a new page. You'd have to be on pages, and then you push plus, and we'd make a judicial branch. And then done. Everyone's going to have a legislative branch, a judicial branch, and an executive branch. Ooh, I don't think the White House would work there. So let's select an image. And then go to search. And maybe I want something about Supreme Court judges. Okay, type in the Supreme Court. And I might type in the word DC because it's in Washington, DC. I'll see if I can get that. There we go. Probably going to have the same issue I had with the last picture. I'm probably going to have it too close. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. All right, and you can see here, it's got my other things up there. My home is my executive branch. Sorry, my home is my legislative branch. All right, and I can go, like if I want to go back to the executive branch, I just click here. If I wanted to go to the legislative branch, I click here. And if I ever figure out how to change that word home to legislative branch, I will let you know because I would like to alter that name to the legislative branch. If you figure that out, let me know. Just let me rename it. Properties. Ooh, it does. So what I did is I clicked here on these little dots. I clicked properties, and I don't want that to be called home anymore. I want that to be called legislative branch. Sorry, I've got a grumpy baby. All right. And again, you can go through, you can play with this, you can add things to it. We're going to be adding things to it throughout the government unit. When you are ready for other people to view it, you must push publish. So anytime you add something new, you have to push publish or other people cannot see it. So you have to push publish. It says publisher site, website, U.S. government is what the web address would be. That's fine for me. I'm going to push publish. You can change what was in that box if you wanted to. You wanted to call it 3 branches of government, that's fine. So if I change something, I have to go back and push publish. I'm going to show you what happens when I change something real quick. And then you'll see what you have to do to make it show up. So I'm going to add another divider, just something simple there. I put a divider. Now, no one else can see that divider at this moment. But if I push publish, then that's going to allow other people to see it. So I push publish. Even if these images aren't popping up yet, go ahead and push publish, and it will go through either way. It will show you on that last screen what it used to look like and now what it looks like. You must push the button twice to get it go all the way through. Now people can see that other divider I put on there. Right, so what you have to do currently, though, is I want you to have this called the legislative branch. I want you to call it the legislative branch terms, and I want you to put on your legislative branch flashcards. So you have 3 things you had to do. Make a website that has legislative branch right here. You can pick your own picture, I don't care. Then you're going to have legislative branch terms written here. I don't care if that is red. I don't care if that is bigger or smaller than what I have. And then you must put on the legislative branch flashcards here at the top. And it must be something that other students can open up and see. So don't forget to make that flashcards actually available to other people. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this will be kind of a fun process for everyone. I know I enjoy doing it.